In a quiet suburban neighbourhood, there lived a gardener named Lily. She had a rare talent for growing flowers that bloomed in the most vibrant hues of the rainbow. Despite her talent, she often felt as though her plants were not enough, and that she was not enough as a person. Life can be tough, and it's not uncommon to feel a sense of rejection, even when there's no apparent reason for it. Lily had experienced this feeling throughout her life, even from an early age. It was like a cloud that hung over her, following her wherever she went. She couldn't help but feel like an outsider, always on the periphery of things, never truly belonging. And as she grew older, that feeling unfortunately intensified. But Lily didn't know why she felt this way. She had friends, a supportive family, and a successful career. On the surface, her life seemed great, but deep down, she knew something was missing. She had a sense that she wasn't living up to her potential, that she was holding herself back in some way. She tried therapy, but it didn't seem to help. The feeling of rejection persisted. One day, as Lily tended to her garden, she noticed a peculiar flower that had not bloomed before. It was a striking shade of red, with soft petals that seemed to glow in the sunlight. However, as Lily approached the flower, it suddenly drooped and withered away. She tried everything she could think to revive it, but nothing worked. Over the next few weeks, Lily noticed that every time she encountered something that made her feel inadequate, like a criticism or rejection, her own energy would drop. She would feel as though she was wilting away, just like the red flower. One day Lily stumbled upon a unique engraved shell in her garden bed, and it told the tale of the secret to coping with rejection. It revealed that the mind is capable of incredible things. With the right tools and techniques, anyone can overcome their inner struggles. Intrigued by this idea, Lily was willing to try anything that might help her feel better. So Lily began a journey to uncover the cryptic messages engraved in the shell through self-discovery. And with consistent effort, fantastic revelations begin to outpour until she started to notice a shift in her mindset. One day, while sitting in her garden, Lily had an epiphany. She realized that her sensitivity to rejection was like a garden hose that had become kinked, preventing the water from flowing freely. She decided to practice a new strategy, and every time she felt rejected, she would take a deep breath, imagine the garden hose straightening out, allowing her energy to flow freely once again. Lily developed a unique daily self-reflection process that helps her stay balanced and connected to her body. She starts by finding a quiet, comfortable space where she could lay down or sit or even stand and whirl in her garden, as if whatever she felt the inclination to do, so that naturally she could focus privately through an activity of her choosing, often with her eyes closed and always breathing deeply, with emphasis on heaving the lungs full and allow them to empty so she could enhance the maximum relaxation the body's easily capable of. Then she would bring to mind any recent situations where she'd felt uncomfortable or uneasy, and take note of any physical sensations that arose in her body, where they were, what they felt like. She should pay attention to where these things were located and the quality or descriptor and intensity of those feelings. Lily would then focus on those physical sensations and begin to explore them in a non-judgmental way, just observing them as if they were separate entities. She should allow herself to fully experience those sensations and to let them guide her to any memories or experiences where she had felt similar sensations before. She would find that this process helped her to uncover hidden emotions and memories, reflections and patterns that could be associated with current discomforts. Once she'd identified these past experiences, Lily used visualization techniques to write a new ending, to reframe them in a positive light. She would imagine herself releasing any negative emotions associated with those experiences and replacing them with positive, empowering thoughts and emotions. This helped her to shift the focus from the past and to embrace the present moment with renewed clarity and strength. Practicing this way would overcome the brain's natural tendency to worry because it thinks it's keeping us safe. Throughout this process, Lily incorporates her own love of nature for its ritual and subtle power, and thus allows the natural world to guide her healing journey. She might use the scent of her plants that she knows to be essentially safe, and the beautiful, naturally found objects like a shell and some beach crystals to enhance her grounding and connection to the earth. This helps her to feel more present and connected to her body, allowing her to better understand the messages that her body is sending her. By practicing this daily somatic self-reflection process, Lily is able to stay balanced and in tune with her body, finding peace and strength in each moment. In fact, with practice, Lily found that her sensitivity to rejection began to fade, and others noticed her more pleasant disposition. She started to realise that her worth was not defined by the opinions of others, and that just like a garden, she was always growing and evolving. As the weeks went by, Lily noticed that her flowers were blooming even more vibrantly than before, and that her confidence had blossomed alongside them. She knew that she would encounter rejection and criticism again in the future, but she was ready to face them with a newfound sense of resilience and strength. She felt more confident and at ease in social situations, and she became more capable of achieving her goals, despite the fact that the feeling of rejection would still always linger. It no longer had the same power over her that it once did. Lily had discovered a way to overcome her inner struggles and to embrace the life she truly desired. And so, Lily continued to tend her garden, always mindful of the lessons she'd learned and the strategies she'd practiced to overcome that rejection sensitivity and to be the woman she always wanted to be.